Press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can motherfucking hear me. Press one. Alrighty. Shout out to everybody coming fucking with me on this afternoon. You know, cause today we got time, cuz. We got time. I know this bitch was hoping and motherfucking praying, but okay, bitch. You thought wrong. We got time over here, Sasa White. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't hit dislike, feel free to comment and motherfucking subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up, donate to my spiritual fund, just whether you got any questions or suggestions. Feel free to reach out to me at the email scrolling down below, which it ain't no goddamn email scrolling down below, but it is now. Alrighty. Hey, and also don't forget about the 5005 contest giveaway. Submit your best new show series. Name. Make sure you email me. Put in the subject regarding the contest. And if it's a good name I decide to use, you know what I'm saying? You win 5005. Flat out. But I was kind of debating. Like, damn, should I go live? You know, something I said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I had most of my business. But we got about a good hour, maybe two. So I said, fuck it. Let's go ahead and go live. Look like the rat is over here trying to narrate her excuses as always. You know what I'm saying? Her lies into good excuses, you know. And it seems like she wants to talk about how she's doing this coaching and all this. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I will say that, as always. But let's go ahead and dip and dive.
Hi, it is Sansaray here. I am so sorry about me not doing something that I said I was going to do, which was start my podcast, my true crime podcast about money scams. I have yet to start it. I was supposed to start it
Oh, so now we got a scammer calling out other scammers. Oh, okay.
last week, and I have not started it yet. So I apologize for that, but so many things are going on inside of my life. My mother has cancer. There's so much going on. Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to
Oh, so much going on in her life. Her mother has cancer. She don't got cancer, but her mother has cancer. Just saying.
describe like the way that my life is going. But most people, I live in
Bitch, it must be going good. You out there talking about some yacht life. We still ain't see your ass on no yacht though. You know, she's still on land talking about yacht life. Oh, okay.
Northern California, and I have to work. This is not a place where you can sit here and have a ton of idle time and do absolutely nothing.
Oh, that's not a place where you don't have a lot of idle time. I know a lot of people out there that has time, Sansaray. They business owners as well. You know, they be on the grind though. But it seems like to me, it's like you're working overtime from what you're saying. And it's like you're not being compensated for your overtime. It's kind of what you're preaching, you know? Just saying.
There's no way. So anyway, if you want to see a clip I put up recently about one of the places that I frequent, it's called Belvedere, California. On Sunday, yesterday, I went to the San Francisco Yacht Club. So I put up a clip. I don't like to post a lot of my lifestyle. I've been trying to keep a lot of my lifestyle private. I love the privacy of California. It was the reason why I moved out of Atlanta. In Atlanta, I had
Oh, this is the reason why she moved out of Atlanta now. Okay, let's listen.
no privacy. I got onto YouTube and shared a lot of my lifestyle with people. I invited people into my home. I let people see my home. I used to have dinner parties and stuff all the time.
This bitch says she used to have dinner parties all the time. Bitch, I ain't never seen no goddamn dinner party. I ain't never seen no goddamn clip of you having a dinner party. Have y'all? I haven't.
Now I no longer do that. So I'm doing that to protect my kids, my mom and stuff like that. So I'm very private. I don't post a lot of, the things that I do or the people that I interact with. And sometimes I feel like because I don't do that, a lot of people believe that maybe me putting out a book like Owning Opulence or to talk about finances may not be a good idea because I'm not the person that's going to use a luxury car, a luxury home, jewelry, shoes, handbags, like this luxurious life to sell you books and courses. Because to me,
Why not? It'll be motivation to some people. That's the whole gimmick, you know what I'm saying, of trying to sell something. Why not? It's just promo. Whether if you lease it or if you rent it, shit, why not?
wealth has little to do with a lot of the luxuries that you see people producing on social media all of the time. Like all of the flexing and stuff, even with the travel flexing or like the black girl luxury has hashtags, people are out here flexing and they're showing you, you know, what they do with
Exactly, Lotus. Is it luxury or opulent? Exactly.
their time. To me, it seems like they're trying to get some type of adoration from people, but at the same time, you don't just become wealthy overnight. There's no get rich quick scheme. There's no easy way to do it. You literally just have to do the work and work extremely hard. And once you find your niche or what you find, whatever it is that you want to do to turn into a business,
Once you find your niche, I thought it's once you find your niche. Somebody get in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Once again, I'm the dummy over here. Shout out to my resource room niggas. I'm over here still sipping this Cavassier mixed with Coca-Cola. No, mixed with Pepsi today. Yes. It's somehow, you know what I'm saying? This Pepsi mix is better than Coca-Cola. God damn.
you have to put forth energy into it in order for it to become something. And as I'm on the internet, right, and I've been posting a lot of content on TikTok lately, of course, not really as much as YouTube as I used to. And I'll get back into that eventually.
Yeah. Because there ain't no motherfucking grown ass motherfuckers over there on goddamn TikTok like that. That's why. No motherfuckers don't want to hear no motherfucking so-called feminists and goddamn women's empowerment speech over there. Motherfucker want to see some goofy shit, some dances, some pranks. That's what the fuck they want to see.
Posting on YouTube, but being on TikTok, what I've noticed is this time around, like my first TikTok account that was deleted, it had a shit ton of men on it for some reason. And I think because I was promoting it a lot on my YouTube channel, and a lot of my subscribers on YouTube are male, right? I don't have a lot of female um, followers or subscribers on here. If I do now, they became that now. But my second TikTok account, it's more females, right? So I'm hearing a lot about femininity, hypergamy, patriarchy. And as I continue to empower women to be better women,
This bitch says she's empowering women to be better women. How can an ain't shit bitch empower some average females to be more better? How does that work?
it's causing a lot of friction with a lot of men, right? A lot of the men that I used to coach, I coached men. I was a dating coach for men for a very long time, like 10 plus years. I was
This bitch says she was a dating coach for men for a long time. Okay, somebody explain this shit to me. How the fuck can a motherfucker be a dating coach who can't keep or hold or maintain a relationship for a year plus? How can they give out advice about dating? How does that work? I'm confused here. All these dating coaches, life coaches, and all that shit. How the fuck can you be a life coach and motherfucker you under 30 years old? How can you be a dating coach and you ain't motherfucking held a motherfucking a good relationship for a year plus?
And now that I no longer do that and I coach women, for some reason, the men that were like causing me to want to quit coaching them to begin with are still like commenting on me encouraging women to be better. And it's strange to me because when I was encouraging men to be better, these men weren't commenting. They weren't saying anything. They weren't supporting my positive content for men. A lot of the positive content that I made for men, men were on there making fun of my weight, height, what I look like, what I do for a living, what
Of course, because you was over there catfishing motherfuckers, bitch. You was making yourself look like you was this motherfucking fine nine. I ain't say fine dime. I said fine nine to be. But then they motherfuckers seen the real rat reality of a short stubby ass motherfucking bloated motherfucking bitch. That's what the fuck they seen. Of course, I make fun of your goddamn weight too, bitch. Like, hold on, fuck up, bitch. Why you posting this motherfucking shit like you're a motherfucking dime piece, a 9-piece? Here it is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's cammed up. You look like motherfucking shit, Fat Albert on steroids.
a whole bunch of stuff that had nothing to do with me encouraging them to be a better man for a woman. So I realized, maybe men just don't.
Right, Juicy. Can't keep a man, but trying to teach someone how to get a man. How? Exactly. How did that shit work? Oh my God. How does that shit work?
To be better for women, like Dusty's. Because see, I can when I was coaching, a lot of the men who listened to what I said were good guys to begin with. So really, all they needed was a little bit of guidance to end up, getting married or getting a lifestyle that they wanted. But what I notice is it's a lot more Dusties than it actually is good men. I hear men.
Oh, it's a lot more Dusties than it is more good men. Oh, okay. You really feel like that? Goes to show you what you attract. Because I see more good women than I see bad women. These are facts, Ray. I ain't talking about the internet. I'm talking about my real life. I don't see too many ain't shit bitches like you. Because if I did, I probably wouldn't be shit my goddamn self, Ray. Just saying.
Say often to me that if I was a good dating coach, that I would have more men, like following me, right? And
If you was a good dating coach, bitch, you can't even afford to date. So you must not be good. That should sum it up right there.
I said to, myself, it's like, you could possibly be right about that, right? But at the same time, I can't X out all of the men that I helped, and I hear men.
So this bitch claiming she helped a lot of men. Sansa Ray, can you please bring these niggas up to the goddamn panel and interview these motherfuckers and ask them, how did you really give a good impact on their dating life? Because I would love to hear this shit. And I'm pretty sure everybody in the goddamn chat would love to hear this shit as well.
Say that I bash men, right? And I think men think that because now I'm like supporting women a lot. But at the same time, it's like good men aren't complaining about me bashing men. The Dusties are the ones that are complaining about me bashing men because Dusties are the ones that my negative message or the bashing that I do applies to. If you're a good man, you're not.
Well, if you so much a motherfucking dating coach or life coach, you shouldn't be bashing at all. You should be helping. Am I right or wrong?
Said about my Dusty bashing because you're not a Dusty. So what I'm saying doesn't apply to you at all. Right? So you're not like sitting somewhere butthurt or whatever. So when I see Dusties, I immediately know when I'm dealing with a Dusty. Because they say something goofy and, derogatory, disrespectful, something crazy that isn't even germane to the topic of discussion most times. And this happened yesterday, like really all weekend, because over the weekend I was on Instagram and I
Why to say right what else? Can you imagine her in the swingers party trying to coach me? Oh shit. I can see that shit with her ass. She'll be trying to coach every motherfucking nigga up in that motherfucker.
saw this post by the femininity doctor. And if you don't know who the femininity doctor it's basically simple. She's just one of those people that's teaching women to regain their femininity. Now, the issue I have with that, number one, is that women are born with femininity. Okay, we're women, we're females. If we resonate with being female, we're not trying to be transgender or not trying to be masculine or anything like that. We're just born with femininity, right? And there are different types of femininity. And for some reason, the femininity coaches are teaching the same type of femininity. And the same type of femininity that they're teaching is actually the definition of femininity that men have created that they feel is appealing. Even though there are other types of femininity, the type of femininity that men love, most men supposedly, love is only this one type of way where women are like beautiful, they're domesticated, cook, clean, don't talk back, don't have a mind of their own, don't think independently, let men do whatever they want to do, worship men, are at men's beck and call, don't want to do anything with their life but their children, and worship a man. This is the definition of femininity that men, quote unquote, are attracted to. She has to be beautiful, wearing pink is quote unquote girly, stuff like that, right? That's the definition of femininity that men are attracted to. But the truth is there are different types of femininity, not just what the patriarchal version of femininity is to men. So when I see women promoting a man's version of femininity instead of encouraging women to be whatever type of femininity they are, it's weird to me. And to tell women that they aren't feminine if they don't behave in that specific type.
Okay, now I noticed she put that Makala Pink in her title, and she's going to keep attacking her for so many reasons. Well, I ain't gonna say so many reasons. For one particular reason, she knows that Makala Pink is not going to return to the internet. Let's hear you call Chrislyn Kerslin Sasha Ray. Let's hear that. That'll be a good one. You'll get a lot of views on that one, Sasha Ray. Trust me.
A femininity that men like is counterproductive to me. So I was on Instagram and I saw the femininity doctor talking about this same thing that I keep seeing over and over again, where people are saying that women who have money or have their education, go out there and get their degrees and their career, are successful, are masculine. And that men do not care about these specific type of um, like character traits of women, right? Supposedly, men don't like this. Now, this is where it becomes a problem for me. I live in Northern California. Of course, I'm surrounded by plenty of millionaires, plenty of billionaires, plenty of educated people. All I see is a lot of couples. In Northern California, it's a very family oriented place. Everybody is married, everybody is coupled up, and most people are foreigners.
So everybody coupled up all except this bitch. Why? Why you not coupled up, Sasha Ray?
Okay, most people are Asian, European, Russian, like it's Indians out here, it's Mexicans out here. It's just most people aren't black, right? So I'm seeing the way that other people do things, right? But then when I tune into the black community on social media,
Here we go. There you go. Let's talk down on the black folks. There you go.
They are the only ones. Let's just say we. Let me put we because I'm black, right? We are the only ones who are telling women that money, career, and success and education is not attractive on a woman. These women out here are in partnerships with their men. The men who are wealthy here, they usually choose women who are also intellectual, who are also career driven, who are successful, who have money, right? So when I saw the femininity doctor say what she said about how it being something that men don't care about, I had to say something, and I keep having to say it over and over again. I've said it on TikTok, I said it on Instagram, I know I've said it on YouTube. But here's the truth about this. Okay?
Oh, she said she knows she said it on YouTube. You know, you said a lot of shit on YouTube. But once you get approached about what you said on YouTube, you act like you didn't say it on YouTube. But you remember that though. Okay.
I am 41 years old, right? When I was younger, and I would go to school every day, and I went to a private school in elementary school. I went to a performing arts school. In middle school, I went to a multicultural middle school. In high school, I went to a technical high school. So,
Hold the fuck up. You went to a technical high school? Oh, well, so what did you take up in tech?
what I learned as a young lady was that my education was supposed to come first, my money was supposed to come first, and my career, right? I was also taught that being a wife and a mother was equally a accomplishment. It wasn't that one was more important than the other. But definitely when I was younger, I had shows like A Different World, Cosby Show, those two shows right there, just those two shows in itself was teaching us to go to college.
No, that show wasn't teaching you to go to college. It might have motivated you, you know what I'm saying, or inspire you to go to college, but it wasn't teaching us to go to college.
And we were always pushed as females, go to college, get your education. So now when I see that women are being taught that men they are with do not care if they're uneducated or broke, to me that's counterproductive when it's being taught by someone who claims they are a master of femininity. Because when you are a master of femininity, are supposed to also be a supporter of feminism. Feminism is not a tool to be used to oppress men. Okay, I see men thinking that is not what femininity is. That is not what feminism is. It's not about oppressing men. It's about women empowering women and getting rights for women, because there was a day and age where we couldn't go to college, where we couldn't vote, where we couldn't be doctors and lawyers. And it's still certain places where women go where we can't even make the same amount of pay a man makes if he's a doctor as well. We could be two doctors working in the same hospital, and the male doctor is making more money than the female doctor, and they're both the same kind of doctor. So these are the things that feminism was supposed to be changing. It had nothing to do with making men feel, bad about themselves or less than, or that they're nobody or unimportant, or that we don't need them, or anything just negative like that. That's not what feminism is about at all. So anyway, with the femininity doctor, right? She was basically saying, men don't care about these things. And to me, it's like, you stupid as hell, right? You stupid as hell as a man. If you're wealthy and you're out here looking for a wife or a girlfriend, right? And you do not factor in whether this woman has her own education, her own money, and her own career. And let me explain to you why. Okay. For starters, If a woman can't build something on herself by herself, she can't help you maintain a lifestyle you're living. She can't operate a home. If she doesn't know how to operate a home on her own,
Okay. Shit. Where do I start at? Because this bitch is twisting this shit. She's not understanding what the chick said. If I understood what you just regurgitated off that chick is right. Men don't tend to really look at that real closely or really trip off of that. All they want to know is if they got a nice, you know what I'm saying, female who they messing with. Is she kind of, dependable? Is she trustworthy? They don't sit here and be like, oh, you make a minimum wage, you adjust that. No, not a man with some goddamn, you know what I'm saying, sense. He looks for a woman who has qualities more than anything. So what she said, she's correct.
she's not going to be able to function properly and do the daily operations of running a household. Because running a household isn't just raising kids, cooking, and cleaning. Men can raise kids, men can cook and clean. So when you are interested in a woman and you're coming to her with these basic ass standards, like your standards are as low as, oh, I just need you to be beautiful, cook, clean, be submissive, and not talk back to me. That's the bare minimum that you can get from a woman.
All that shit you just mentioned, I don't think, like I said, it's no man that really sits there and says them exact same words. Now, I'm not saying that, a man doesn't look at that, but I don't think he sits up there and be like, oh, you need to, you know what I'm saying, make sure you can cook clean and, don't talk back to me and be submissive. Automatically, a woman is submissive to a man once she likes him. Automatically, a man can tell if a woman keeps shit clean by looking at the house she's staying in. Automatically, a man can tell a woman who's, you know what I'm saying, real feminine by the way she talks, the way she dressed, the way she walks, the way she presents herself.
Average women will give you that. A bad woman can give you that, right? A woman could give you all of those things and still drain you financially, and you'll end up being broke a couple of years later.
Okay. This logic right here, it's like, wow. I mean, it's not too many people, men and women, that go broke after they get in a relationship for fucking with, you know what I'm saying, their partner or their ex-partner. It's not too many people that, put themselves in positions like that, Sasha Ray. It's just one out of few. You know what I'm saying? One out of many, let me say that. They might put themselves in a position. But for the most part, most people don't put themselves in that type of position, Sasha Ray.
You're dealing with her. So if you're the type of man where you have a whole bunch of men around you who are complaining about women taking half, when women spending all of their money, women divorcing them, and they're no longer financially stable, or whatever the case is. If you're around men who are
Exactly, though. Just as I was saying, a real man can command a woman's submission and draw out her feminine nature by his protection and earning her trust and showing him his ability to lead. Exactly. It's not that hard, Sansa Ray. It's plain and simple. You play a woman's part. He plays a man's part. What's so motherfucking complicated about that? The bullshit that these motherfuckers on here selling, they selling you some extra bullshit because they know they fucked up. So they attracted more fucked up people like you.
complaining about women being gold diggers and only wanting them for money, you have to understand these men are out here promoting being a provider. So when you're out here
A man is automatically supposed to be a motherfucking provider, you bitch. Dumb bitch. The fuck you mean? Men out here promoting. That's what the fuck we are. That's in a man's nature, bitch. Yeah, this bitch dumber than we motherfucking thought, y'all.
Promoting being a provider, you cannot be upset that broke, uneducated women are coming to you for room and board and looking to you for their survival. All right. And just because a woman isn't looking to you for her survival doesn't mean she can't be submissive to you. I think a lot of men feel like if they're providers, that's the only way a woman will be submissive. That's not true. Okay. A woman having her own career and her own education and her own life, being an individual outside of your marriage and relationship, is actually healthier than a woman relying on you to survive solely. Because what if something happens to you? What if you're sick? What if you pass away?
And that's what motherfucking insurance is for, bitch. Something you don't know about.
What's going to happen to your legacy and your children? If you leave it in the hands of a woman who's uneducated, who isn't financially literate, then what? What's going to happen? What's going to happen to your money? What's going to happen to your kids? And I think a lot of times men are afraid of continuing to be worshiped by women when we think independently of them.
Men are afraid to be worshipped by women? The fuck you mean? A woman automatically, you know what I'm saying, worships the ground her man stands on, and vice versa.
But to me, it's like I've always been taught to think independently without a man anyway.
Oh, you was taught to think independently without a man anyway, but this the same motherfucking ain't shit bitch that was motherfucking left for dead in a goddamn $2 Momo on YouTube crying for everybody to help her ain't shit ass out. Make that make sense. You ain't shit bitch.
It wasn't the women in my family who taught me this. The women in my family, even the ones that aren't quote unquote feminine, they have husbands. Some of them have been divorced. Some of them have been married more than once. So it's not femininity that's getting men to marry them. It's not them being submissive that's getting men to marry them.
Okay, what the fuck is it then, bitch?
Okay. Love is one of those things that can't be necessarily explained. There is no specific type of formula or recipe. It's usually the right time. You're in the right place in your life. You just happen to meet the right person. And it just
Okay, you still ain't explained what the fuck is getting these men to marry your motherfucking aunties.
happens. Okay. You have to be open to it though. But if you're walking around here and you're just looking for a woman to look a specific way, you want her to uh, be your definition of what femininity is. I'm sorry to inform you, but most women are not the definition of femininity that men want women to be. We are feminine in our own ways, and there are different types.
Lonnie said, and I wonder that shit too. Is this the crap she teaching Damo? Because Damo is actually following behind this blueprint. Damo is definitely already fucked up. You know, y'all know I do not like the motherfucker even, touch on Damo like that. But Damo, if you listening to this bullshit from your ain't shit mama, trust me, you gonna be fucked up just like her.
Of femininity. Now, the problem goes back to the problem to me with women. A lot of the femininity coaches and the women who are pushing femininity so hard and like selling it, like selling books and courses, there are a lot of pick-me's. They don't necessarily represent femininity because what they're doing, or feminism is, because what they're doing is teaching women to be whatever men want women to be. They're not teaching women to be themselves. And as a man, you're going to get into a shit ton of toxic relationships with a whole bunch of women who are classified as feminine.
Only 3 motherfuckers chatted that shit this whole fucking time. This bitch, excuse me. Somebody in that chat said, you mentioned having or valuing luxury items. Just curious, how do you find opulence then? What does that mean to you? I don't know if she answered it yet, but we'll see.
quote unquote feminine because these women are behaving in a manner to attract you. They're not necessarily being themselves. And that presents a problem later on because at some point, the real side of this woman is going to come out. Who this woman really is going to show up. Because after.
Yeah. I agree with your line. And she would do some underhand type shit. I could see that. I could see her doing some underhand type shit, like she ain't do it or she ain't know nothing about it to try to sabotage her shit. I can see that.
A while, that facade she's putting on, those little femininity traits and who she's pretending to be for you, it's not going to last. It's not going to last. At some point, the truth about this woman is going to come out. So,
well, you're right about that part, Sansaray. But of all the motherfucking relationships I had, none of them fool me about being feminine. So, I mean, what the fuck are you saying? A bitch sit up here perpetrating like she's really feminine, but she's not? That's the take I'm getting out of this shit. Once again, I'm the goddamn dummy. Somebody elaborate in the chat for me.
Oh, instead of being the type of man that's out here looking for the definition of femininity that patriarchy is teaching all of you, or that society is teaching all of you, you have to understand that the best thing that you can do for a woman and yourself is accept her for who she is, just like you want her to accept you for who you are. Men don't want women who only want them for money, right? You want women to want you for you. But instead of you pushing that to the forefront, you're pushing your money. You are flying chicks out, taking them on expensive dates, buying them handbags and shoes, cash apping them and shit. Okay? Being able to afford Sephora and Ulta Beauty for these chicks doesn't make you a real man. And
okay, it doesn't make you a real man, but if a man could do that, I mean, why not? That's his money. That's what he chooses to do. That's like a motherfucking donation, a gift. Some men could give women like that. Some men could donate to women like that.
a lot of times when I hear men talk about high value men or high quality men, a lot of times you guys are leaving out character. Your character isn't being nurtured. And your character can usually be nurtured by your mother, by your sister, by your auntie, by the females in your life. Because men don't usually nurture character of any gender. That is a woman's trait. Nurturing is a woman's trait. So I think a lot of the problems that men are having inside of their relationships with women has to do with their strained relationship with their mother. When I see men out here upset, like they're on this fucking siege to prove that women have betrayed men. I seen this video that was going viral on TikTok and everywhere else on social media.
Okay, yeah, you seen the video. Have you ever seen anything in real life, bitch? Where's your reality at? That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, where this guy was like listing all of these things that Black women have done to get Black men to hate them. And it was a young lady. It started off with a young lady saying, can anybody tell me what are the reasons why Black men dislike Black women? And he started naming stuff like in the 80s, government assistance, women putting men out of the home. And I was like, first of all, government assistance, this is just for clarification. Government assistance has nothing to do with relationship status, because a lot of the people who are on government assistance, even back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, they were married. A lot of times they were married. Being on government assistance has more to do with your income, not your relationship status. And it's also interesting to me that men actually.
No, it has something to do with your relationship status as well, Sansaray. If you were married, Sansaray, you wouldn't qualify to get government assistance because there's more than two, or there's more than one income in the household, Sansa Ray. Lotus Black says, so by her logic, is that why she's so dysfunctional and angry due to strange relationship with Big Kathy? Sansa, you are mad. Your mama never taught you how to make potato salad.
Believe that it would have been a better decision as a woman to stay with a broke man, not be able to feed their kids or clothe their kids, instead of relying on government assistance to clothe and feed their children for them. If those were the only two choices I had, whether I had to choose between my man or my children, I would have to choose my children simply because they can't fend for themselves. That man is grown. He can go out there and fend for himself, but the children cannot. So if there was,
You're right, Sansa Ray. That man is grown. And they could go out and fend for themselves. True. But it's something that you're leaving out that's that's an important key, to what you're talking about. And basically, back in those days, black men, and some men, but let me say men in general, but I really want to focus on black men, wasn't making that much per hour. They would pay the white guy who was on the job $1 more than what the black man was getting paid. These are facts. Black men didn't walk in the door making the same amount as the white men were on the job back in the days, back in those days. So for a black man to be able to provide for his family, he did what he could, working long hours just to make ends meet. The mom going out working part-time to put food on the table. That's how it was back then, Sansa Ray.
was a time where the government said to any woman who loves her children, you need to get rid of your man, or you need to get rid of your children. Your children going to die if you keep this man because you don't have any money. He has you in poverty. Y'all living in poverty. If I had to choose between the two, I would choose government assistance every time, simply because my children can't fend for themselves. It has nothing to do with whether or not I love my man, whether or not he was good to me, whether or not I'm loyal. It has nothing to do with that. Most women would choose government assistance over that. That's number one. Number two, if Black men were better leaders and would focus more on their education and less on promiscuity and trying to flex their masculinity to other men, a lot more Black men would be successful and financially stable.
No, not true, bitch. Not true. Not true. Because once again, we're in a systematically pressed system, Sansa Ray. A black man can come in with the same degrees and more and still would not get offered as a white guy or somebody who's non-black will get offered. These are facts.
And they wouldn't have put women in a position to have to choose government assistance to begin with. These women would have not done it. Okay. Now, as far as throwing men out the house, because this is one of the things that the guy said too.
Black women weren't throwing goddamn black men out the goddamn house just to get fucking welfare, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? That was just the qualifications. I mean, those are the qualifications that they had to have in order to receive government benefits. You got that whole fucking logic fucked up. You really need to do your motherfucking research instead of listening to these motherfucking ain't shit bitches and niggas on this motherfucking internet shit. Because you over here sounding real fucked up and dumb. This bitch really is. She doesn't realize that either. She thinks she over there preaching the goddamn truth.
It was saying that Black women throw men out the house. And I said, if it was your house and your name was on the mortgage or lease or whatever, there's no way a woman could have thrown you out of it. So if you were doing what you were supposed to do as a man, since y'all want to be providers so bad, provide. And as a provider, there's no way a black woman can throw you out of anything that belongs to you. So a lot
Oh my God. This bitch really thinks this shit. Wow. Wow. God damn. This people, this is the prime example on you should watch who you listen to. You really should. She is the basic prime goddamn example on why you should be careful on who you listen to.
of the narratives that men, that these dusties, and I'm not gonna say men, I'm gonna say dusties, because not all y'all the same. Period. There are some good, exceptional men out here. And not all of them are affluent. Not all of them are wealthy. There are some exceptional working class men out there who have a regular job, who are good dudes, who are living amazing lives. You don't have to be wealthy to live a fulfilling life. You just have to be stable. And I don't mean stable by living paycheck to paycheck. I mean you chilling. You know what I mean? You're not stressed out. It's men out there like that. And that's why I try to encourage women, like, you better stop going after men who you believe are affluent. Because once every single woman is going after any man that's affluent, which is a small portion of the population, because affluent men are a small part of the population inside of the black community. If you're looking for an affluent man who isn't black, you might have a better chance of finding one, because most non-black men, a lot of non-black men are wealthy, but majority of black men are not. So it's like, if you are a black woman and you're looking for a wealthy black man, you basically like cut your chances of finding one in half, because that's all you're looking for. But then again, as a woman, like where I stand, for me, I'm a woman, right?
This bitch said, "For me, I'm a woman." Okay, where do you stand at? We would love to hear this shit. Watch it be short, small, and really tight knit about what she about to say about herself.
I'm an exceptional woman. I'm an amazing woman. I go out there, I do what I need to do for me, my kids, my family. I do it. I get the job done. I go work. I go make my own money. I take good care of myself. Yes, I eat clean. Yes, I exercise. And a lot of people don't believe that. I be seeing that in my comment section. People out here saying a little negative stuff about my weight and things of that nature, as if I haven't shared my depression. Like,
Your depression was 2 fucking years ago, bitch. So you going on 2 years worth of goddamn depression? Oh yeah, you fucked up.
like my depression phase with y'all, and how after I had my son I gained a lot of weight because of depression. That's why it's important that women take care of their mental health as well. You have to have emotional intelligence and mental health, right? You have to pay attention to that stuff as a man and as a woman. That's why that's important. And so now that I'm
So basically, this bitch telling us she was on motherfucking YouTube depressed, giving out relationship advice. What motherfucker does that?
mentally healthy, I'm much healthier, and that depression is gone. I eat very good. I take care of myself. I exercise. So as a woman who does all of those things, right, I have standards and requirements. And my standards and requirements are that a man matches my energy, my peaceful energy, my spiritual energy, my mentally healthy energy. I want a man who is where I am. That way, he doesn't drag me down to a level that I don't need to be, a stressful level that I don't need to be. That's what I encourage men to do. When you are a man out here wealthy and you're going after broke basic because simply because she fine, and you don't care how much money she got, education she got, or none of that, and it's irrelevant to you, you are going to put yourself in a position where she is bringing you down to a lower level than where you are. And that's the problem. That's the problem with all the femininity coaches. They're teaching women who are amazing women to dim their light for average dusties, because they're telling these women, these men do not care about your money, your finances, and your career. If a man does not care about a woman's money, finances, or career, he has low standards. His standards are basic. He's requiring from women the average thing that men require from women. Why would you want to be with him? It's not smart to do that as a man at all. But a lot of y'all are doing that. And I tell women who are millionaires and who have education, and sometimes you can be a millionaire without having a degree. There's plenty of women out there who are a millionaire without a degree. There's plenty of business owners out there who are millionaires, right? So this isn't about whether or not a woman has a degree. But if a woman does have a degree or she went through the process of getting one, that is an accomplishment. And as her man, if you are not supportive of that or you're not happy for her or clapping her on for that, she don't need to be with you. Because just like you want support, right? Men like that they have accomplished things, they went to college or they didn't, or they are millionaires and they're successful. However they gain their success.
Hold the fuck up. Okay, okay. Oh my God. People, because I know y'all heard this shit all the fucking time on the internet about you gotta have this amount of education. If you don't, you ain't nothing. Come on. Come on. And a lot of these motherfuckers preach that shit because, it makes them seem like, what I'm saying, they better than everybody else, but they fucking not. Shit, Beyonce ain't got all them goddamn degrees. She's still a motherfucking, what I'm saying, a nice motherfucking feminine woman. Who else they be falling up after, y'all? What's these other chicks? Most of them ain't got motherfucking degrees. So they make them less of? A lot of these motherfuckers preach that shit like, oh, you got a degree and this and that. No, get the fuck up out here with that bullshit, man. If you choose to motherfucking further your education, that's good. That's fine. If you choose not to, I mean, that's fine as well. In today's job market, it's more about who you know than what the fuck you know. Anyway, you can have all that shit and still come in the motherfucking door making the goddamn same motherfucking wage as a motherfucker who didn't motherfucking go to college. I seen this.
Right? How is it that a man could say his success is relevant? And because his success and his money is relevant, the woman that he dates, whatever she's doing, is irrelevant.
Right. Somebody in that chat said, when I attain my master's, it's about choices. Exactly. Why would women deal with a so-called dusty? Exactly. A woman knows what she wants and know where she headed. Trust and believe. She's gonna pick somebody who's equally, even playing field as her. Women don't go out purposely, oh, let me go get to find the bummest motherfucker I can. I mean, some do, but like I said, that's not many, but some do. But for the most part, a lot don't.
How is that healthy to you? How is that a healthy thought process as a man? Do you really think that that's beneficial for your woman? You really think that's a good idea as a man to be thinking and to be, like your standards are that low? You really think that that's healthy for you? That's weird to me. Okay. So anyway, the femininity doctor, back to her, she says this, and I put it on my Instagram. You can go to my Instagram at the real Sansa Ray. I put it up, what she put. And to me, women who believe that it's okay to date a man who doesn't care about a woman's career, education, and money, these women are only teaching, these femininity coaches are only teaching femininity, the version of femininity that men like, because they're trying to make money off of these women, pairing them up with men who are toxic for them. When you see a femininity coach teaching femininity, and that version of femininity is encouraging a woman to dim her light, to appease a man who has a fragile ego, and she's selling a book or a course that has to do with this, it's malicious. They're misusing femininity. Like if you're a feminine woman and you're teaching a woman hypergamy, that's a problem too. Because femininity, right? Femininity is about self-care. Part of femininity is self-care, right? Part of self-care is making sure that your finances are in order, that you're educated, that you're emotionally intelligent, that you're mentally healthy, that you're physically healthy, that you are successful, and that you have a fulfilled life, whether you have a man or not. That's a whole a woman right there. That's a good woman right there. If no man knows a
Right, Soul Flower. I'm trying to keep up with this shit, but femininity keep popping up like, God damn. Oh, well, shit. It sounds like she's trying to break the shit down, but the shit ain't making no goddamn sense. In some sentences, it is, and most sentences, it's not. It's like, well, damn, bitch, what are you saying?
definition of what a good woman is, I just told you. Okay? When a woman is solid like that and confident in who she is as a woman, she's easier to deal with. Most of y'all are dealing with so many insecure women, so many toxic women because they aren't fulfilled in life. They're not emotionally healthy. They're not mentally healthy. They're not physically healthy. They're not doing the self-care. And so when you
Oh, like you're not doing the self-care, bitch. You're not. You're not. You still motherfucker the same motherfucker ain't shit bitch from 4, 5, 10 years ago.
teach a woman, oh, I'm going to be with you, even though you don't do your self-care, you are putting yourself as a man at risk because you're not encouraging her to go out there and live a fulfilling life independent of you.
Okay, so I'm putting myself at risk because I didn't tell a bitch to go out there. Hey, you need to further your education, bitch. So now I'm putting myself at risk. How is that? I mean, whatever the fuck I left with, I came with, for the most part. So how am I putting myself at risk?
Has to be a solid individual before you interact with her. It's women out there that when I say that statement I just made, when I say that, it's women out there that say to me, well, I give birth and have kids, and that's a lot of work right there. Why would I want to prove myself as a woman by getting a job and educating myself too? Right? Why would I want to do both? As if you can, as if it isn't hundreds of thousands of women out here that do both. Let's just get that out the way because that's basically what a single mother is. That's basically what a single mother is. A single mother is out here thriving. Look around you, y'all. Look at all of the Black single mothers. Most of them are not the definition of what y'all wish they were. Most of the single mothers, and I'm telling you, ever since I became one, I've been one for 3 years. Right?
This bitch has been a single mother for 3 years. No, bitch. You need to put a motherfucking another 18 on top of that shit, bitch. Yeah, I've been a single mother for 3 years. No, bitch. You been a single mother longer than that, bitch. She acting like ever since baby Justin got in the world. Oh, I'm a single mother now. I'm officially a single mother now. Oh my God. I'm a single mother. Bitch, you been a single mother. You wasn't together with your motherfucking baby daddy when Damo daddy. The fuck you talking about?
My son 3. The single mothers I'm around, all of them are successful. They're business owners. They're making 6 figures plus. I'm talking Black ones.
Oh, okay. All the motherfucking people, I mean, the females that you're around, they're single mothers, they're successful, they business owners, all except your ass, bitch. Now, what's the motherfucking problem, Sansa Ray? You around all these business owners, bitch. All these 6-figure makers, and you still ain't shit.
I'm not talking about all of the non-Black women I know in Northern California. I'm talking about these women were single mothers before I was. And they were the ones encouraging me that everything was going to be all right because I was scared to be a single mother. Now, I'm not sitting here promoting single motherhood as if that's the...
You were scared to be a single mom, Sansa Ray? That's what you're trying to tell us? Bitch, you being a single mom. You wasn't scared then? Oh, okay.
better option, but it's a lot of women out there that feel like it's easier to raise their children than it is to be a wife to a man. because of the pressure that men put on women as a wife.
The fuck you mean the pressure men put on women to be a wife? Men don't put no motherfucking pressure. The motherfuckers I know that's married, they don't put no pressure on their goddamn wife to be a wife. They naturally play their motherfucking part. What the fuck are you talking about?
And a lot of men don't understand that. It's so much that comes with being in a relationship with you because you're like a child sometimes.
Oh, that's what it was, Linus. That you know something, Linus, you're right. She was right though. Andre was a single dad. Sansaray was a deadbeat mom. Oh, okay. That's what it was. All right.
A lot of y'all act like children. Even if you have your own money, as a man, you start treating a woman like she a damn slave. And it's a lot of married women who are so miserable because their husbands are shitty. Just because a man has a lot of money doesn't mean he has a good character. And this goes back to what I said about everybody talking about how they want a high value man, or they are a high value man or a high quality man simply because they make over $200,000 a year. Having a lot of money doesn't make you a person of good character. Yes, you have discipline. Yes, you have business sense. Yes, you have skills. Yes, you have financial literacy.
There are working class men that make six figures working at a job too, Sansaray. All of them not business owners. Just saying.
Are you emotionally intelligent? Are you mentally healthy? When it's time for you to interact with a woman, can you connect with her?
Well, we know motherfuckers can't connect with your ass. You run all the time and deflect. So what that says about yourself?
Because most of you can't. Because you're taught how to be a provider. You're taught to go out there and work. You're taught to go out there and bring home the butter. But do you know how to be a husband outside of that? Most of you do not. And most of you act like you don't care to be. So you get.
Well, once again, most of the motherfuckers I know that's married, they know how to be a husband, Sansaray. They know how to communicate with their wife. They know how to surprise their wife. They know how to come, you know what I'm saying, to their wife when they got situations of problems and talk with their wife. They don't say, their wives don't, you know what I'm saying, do the shit you do, talking about, oh, quit harassing me, quit verbally abusing me. No, they talk like they got sense to each other.
So your wife ends up filing for divorce, or your girlfriend ends up cheating on you with somebody or leaving you, and you heard about it. And this goes for men who have money and men who don't. You have to look at yourself as a man and say to yourself, even if you aren't a provider, or even if you're a working class man, are you really a good man to be inside of a relationship with?
Okay, let's ask yourself that question. Are you a good woman to be inside a relationship with, Sansaray? No.
Ask the question. Okay. Now, going back to the femininity coaches, the women who are teaching other women how to dim their light in order to get a man. As a man, you should be ashamed to have a woman on your arm who is dimming her light just to be with you because you can't control your ego, or you can't control your feelings, or you might have a little bit of jealousy or fear that, you know, she may be more successful than you or make more money than you, or whatever the case is. Whatever a man's hang up is about a woman going out there getting her own money and trying to make it seem like her getting her own money, her having her career, her success is masculine, like those three things are only designed for men. That's not it. Listen, success, money, all that stuff is the least any human being can do for themselves just as an individual. And when I said what I said about, you know, a lot of women are like, I raise kids, I do blah blah blah, how am I supposed to, you know, get my education and work and try to prove myself to a man? I say to women, you go up to men, you date men, and you have like this assessment of them. You make them feel like they're on an interview every time they're with you, and you can't stand the pressure of them doing that shit to you.
Hold the fuck up. Bitch, you set the motherfucking bitch up for motherfucking failure. Trying to tell a bitch to sit here and scold her motherfucking man or a partner like he on the interview every motherfucking time he talk to her. Bitch, you got life all fucked up. Bitch, that's why you don't got no goddamn man.
Men have the lowest standards I have ever fucking seen. All y'all care about is what a woman look like, what she look like in bed, and that's it.
Nah, that's not fucking true. See, that's the problem with you, bitch. You look at the goddamn internet too motherfucking much. The internet is not real, Science Ray, for the 80th million motherfucking time. Get off the fucking internet and go motherfucking get a real dose of motherfucking reality.
Most men, average men, but what I want Dusties and average men to understand is that you can be an exceptional man. You can have standards and you can pick better women than the women that you're choosing.
Oh, okay. So I guess motherfuckers should pick a motherfucker like you. That's what you're trying to say?
But you cannot do that if you don't have better expectations, standards, and boundaries with these women.
Okay, I got a new expectation, Science Ray. From now on, a bitch that I fuck with, she can't motherfucking be stayed in the goddamn extended stay hotel no longer than 3 goddamn months, bitch. If bitch stayed in the extended stay hotel, unless it was job related, more than 3 months, she don't qualify. That's my new standard, Science Ray.
Make sure they are educated. Make sure the chicks are logical, because a lot of times they're not. That's why the relationship ends, or that's why so much drama in it, because they don't even apply logic most of the time. They're dealing with their emotions, and that's it. You cannot be in a relationship or a marriage just bringing emotions to the shit. You have to be logical, because that's the only way you're going to be able to have longevity with each other.
Well, bitch, Priest couldn't be logical with you. He told you, hey, wash your ass, because you already know I'm on my way home, bitch. Oh, you're harassing me.
There needs to be some logic applied in the situation, because if you let your emotions run the relationship, it's going to be all over the place, because emotions are up and down. Some days you feel good. Some days y'all arguing. Some days y'all laughing. Some days y'all angry. Some days y'all bored. Some days y'all tired of each other.
Well, bitch, that's what a motherfucking relationship consists of. In case you didn't get the motherfucking memo. Every day ain't gonna motherfucking be a good day in a goddamn relationship. You gonna have some good days, you gonna have some bad days. The key part of it is communicating, bitch. And another key part of it is, can you stand the motherfucker that you're dealing with? Eventually, motherfuckers just can't stand your ass. So they can't stand to deal with you, Sansa Ray. Now, call me a lie.
Relationships fluctuate. So you have to logically remember that and understand that in order for you to be in a long relationship, lasting relationship with somebody.
Okay, once again, won't you explain to everybody why your relationships didn't last?
Okay, so back to the femininity coaches. So they're maliciously teaching these women femininity as if these women don't have.
Right, Linus. Were you being logical when you planned a pregnancy without a roof over your head and without a job, Sansa Ray? Nope. She showed the fuck with logical then. All the logicalness went out the goddamn door.
Femininity already. They do have femininity, but because we always hear we're masculine or we're not the version of femininity that everybody else wants.
Don't no motherfucking body sit here and say no shit to, you know what I'm saying? Don't excuse me. Don't no woman always heard that she's masculine. What the fuck are you talking about?
Us to be. Women are out here looking to be what men want them to be in order for them to attract men. And that's the problem right there. These women aren't supposed to be attracting most men. They're not supposed to be using femininity to attract most men or to get the male gaze. What they're supposed to be doing is attracting a specific type of man. You're not.
Okay. Now break this specific type of man that they should be motherfucking scouting for, Sansa Ray. We would love to hear this shit.
Trying to be with 100 women. 100 men. Women are not trying to be with 100 men. If a man is a monogamous man and not a polyamorous one or not a promiscuous one, he's looking for one wife, not several, right? Not every man trying to be fucking Dr. Umar. Okay. Not every man trying to have 3 wives, 2 wives. There's a lot of men out here who want to be monogamous, right? So if you want to be a monogamous man and you're dating a whole bunch of women who are trying to attract a whole bunch of men instead of you, that presents a problem. If all of the women are out here all behaving the same way and they're not following their unique version of femininity, they're not going to be able to fit any man that's unique because they're hiding themselves. They're not being unique. They're not being authentic. They are being a version of femininity that they were taught from someone who is selling it to them for their own personal gain. And that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. How a woman who is a business owner, right? Let's say a woman is a business owner. She's selling femininity. She's teaching it in the school. She got books. She got courses. She's teaching a woman to be financially independent and business minded and, the very thing that's classified as masculine. She's being it herself. So if she's teaching other women that being that is too masculine and it's not going to attract women, then attract men, then she herself doesn't have a man, isn't going to have a man, and just is basically teaching other women to not have a man because that's her energy. That's what she's teaching. So it's a vicious cycle. And I try to explain this, like, femininity is not this version, this magical version of a Disney princess that everybody keeps thinking. And it's the same thing with women. Women, like, when women are looking for the man of their dream,
She don't know Soulflower. She's just, it's like she trying to put together a gang of bullshit she didn't heard off the goddamn internet and seen off the goddamn internet. She can never put nothing, together that's logical. That no. She goes on and on with her bullshit to the motherfucking point it doesn't make no sense at the end.
right? They're looking for this perfect man.
Just like, with this pandering scams. This was supposed to be about April Mason, the femininity doctor, and Michaela Pink. We heard just a vague sentence about them, and that was it. She wasn't breaking that shit down on these scams. She's sitting here trying to motherfucking, jump into her so-called relationship coaching. That way she can, come back on another line. Oh, see, I always give out relationship advice all the time. No, you give out bullshit, bitch. Straight bullshit.
That does all of these things, right? Meanwhile, the average man or the man who's the working class man is not fitting inside of that little bubble because it's imaginary, right? It's not.
Hey, this is a good one. Yeah, keep it 100. That's a good one. This is like somebody who doesn't even know how to change a tire on the car, but wants to give the mechanic advice about replacing the transmission. Exactly. That's basically what this bitch does.
Realistic. It's a facade. It's fake. It's an illusion. Now, I'm not saying you can't manifest a good person, but honestly, let's think about this for real. Think about the last time you fell in love with somebody, or you seen two people be in love with each other, even if they're the same age as you are. Because a lot of us have grandparents or uncles or aunts and stuff who've been married for like 20 years, and you see their love. If you ask them about their marriage, the stuff inside of their marriage is not a rom-com. It is not The Notebook. Okay, they might have an interesting love story, but I'm telling you, throughout that marriage, there was ups, there was downs, there might have been cheating, there might have been lying, there might have been betrayal, because that's realistic. We are real people out here. We're not a movie. We're not a Disney cartoon. So just how men have this fake definition of what femininity is that's attractive, women have that same thing with their quote unquote high value man or dream man. Men are guilty of the same shit that they claim women are. So the femininity coaches that are teaching this fake ass femininity, They're the complete opposite of what they're teaching, because what they're teaching women to do is, number one, hypergamy. They're teaching women to date up, level up, right? Date men who make more money than you. And if you out here making your own money and being a businesswoman and all that shit, that's masculine. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to go be with a man who's supposed to take care of you financially. You're just supposed to lay around, be pretty, and have his kids. That's counterproductive. That's not feminism. That's not femininity. But let them tell it that's femininity. No, femininity and feminism is about empowering women to go out there and be the type of version of femininity that they want to be. The uniqueness of a woman is what makes them different from another woman and gets them chosen. If they want to be married or in a relationship, they have to be themselves. Because for every single woman out there who is unique, there is a man out there that uniquely fits her. But if she's out here trying to be what she thinks everybody else wants her to be, or what every other man wants her to be, she's not going to find her king. And it's the same thing with men. Men, be the version of a man that you want to be, but don't think for 2 minutes that if you out here disrespecting women, that you're going to find a woman, that you're going to find a decent one. It's not going to happen.
Well, as long as the motherfucker don't find your ass, life will be better for them. These are facts, Sansray. These are facts.
So, back to the scamming shit. Because femininity coaches are using femininity, hypergamy, and patriarchy, and they're selling it. They're selling it. They're using it to create income for themselves. For example, Michaela Pink. Michaela Pink was giving women makeup advice, dating advice, and then at the same time, she was creating this simultaneously real estate investment scam where she was taking $20,000, $30,000 from people on top of the money that she was making from whatever she was selling, books, courses, or whatever she was selling as a femininity coach or a dating coach, right? So she's selling the books and the courses, and there's nothing wrong with selling a book and a course, but don't encourage women that you selling a book and a course to not be a businesswoman because it's too masculine, right? That's the only thing I hate about some of the femininity coaches. I don't know if all of the femininity coaches are teaching this, but I do know for damn sure that it's hypocritical for you to tell a woman that it's masculine for her to go out there and get her own money, but you out there selling books and courses to her to make money as a businesswoman.
Yeah, that's what they do, Sansray. Just like you. You got her sold a motherfucking book talking about the road to owning opulence. And it's like, goddamn, you ain't said not a goddamn one thing, one good breakdown on how to become a virtual millionaire. Bitch, do you know I'm still right here on the 6th chapter and I'm still making the goddamn same amount of motherfucking money I'd have made motherfucking before I read this goddamn book. Do you realize that? So you're not doing nothing different than what they doing. Selling some bullshit.
That doesn't make any sense. So anyway, she was selling her courses and her books, and then she was doing real estate investing where she would take $20,000, $30,000 from whoever, men too, because men was falling for the femininity bullshit too. Taking the money, and it was supposed to double. So like if they waited for a year or two, their money would, that $20,000 would turn into maybe $60,000 or $40,000, and she would return the money back to them from their investment. Okay, that's just the basics. That's not the details, but that's just basically.
That don't even fucking sound right, Sansray. Usually investments like that doesn't really happen. I'm not saying they can't, but usually investments, good investments, let me say this. You reap anywhere a good investment is basically double digits. That means 10% on up to 25%. Anything over that, somebody needs to talk about becoming a partner. So if motherfuckers sit there telling you, oh, they could double your money back, most likely it's a fucking scam or some bullshit. Or both.
What was going on, right? Eventually, the people she wasn't giving their money back to, people she wasn't answering the phone no more, like she'd take their $20,000 and that
Yeah, just like you were taking motherfucking deposits for $75. You didn't want to answer their calls, you block them. Okay, we get it.
never call them again, never talk to them again, never give them back anything. And this is how she ended up getting caught because it began to be too many people. Like too many people after it was a pattern. It was like, okay, this is what she's doing. So now she
Oh, yeah, just like you. After your shit becomes a pattern, and we see this pattern, we call you out on it, and there you go. It's no different, no different than them. You're just not motherfuckers scamming on a high level like they was.
he's, about to be on trial, right? For what she did. April Mason is another femininity coach, right? Now, April Mason, I don't know a lot about April Mason, but she was around long before
Well, if you don't know a lot about April Mason, why the fuck are you talking about her then? Make that make sense.
a lot of these other girls were. I was seeing April Mason long before I seen the Michaela Pinks and I seen the femininity doctors. April Mason just opened a school for femininity. And I have a lot of respect for April Mason because she's a beautiful person. She seems to be a beautiful.
You have a lot of respect for her because she's a beautiful person. Looks or character? Which one are you talking about, Sasha Ray?
Person, easy to deal with. She's an older lady, but at the same time, the problem to me is that still one version of femininity is being taught. So what it's doing is any type of woman who is nothing like that is starting to feel like she isn't feminine or she isn't beautiful or she isn't. It's like putting down other women. And that's not what femininity is about. Femininity is supposed to be supporting one another. Not that's the good thing about being feminine or being nurturing or being caring. When you see another woman, she is supposed to be someone you should be able to relate to in some type of way, regardless of the type of woman she is. Because we got women out there who are straight up just like, for example, the chicks out here that I say are doing hypergamy. A lot of them are snakes, man. A lot of them. And I try to tell them, girl, you being a snake and you only dating men for their money is gonna come back on you in some type of way. Be careful, but at the same time, I understand.
Right, Lotus. She says she don't know a lot about April Mason, but then proceeds to compliment her. Wow. But let April Mason get caught in the goddamn scam. And here comes Sansa Ray. Yeah. See, I knew she was scamming. It was a scam all along. Her and Michaela P. Yeah. See, they probably was in it together. Oh, she have everything to say. But she ain't gonna tell you about her scams.
Where you stand as a woman, I get it, but I hope you choose something better. I'm in no position to judge who you are because I did my own shit. So as a woman, I can't, but I understand your frustrations. I understand your pain. I understand why you may be choosing this. So she has a different kind of femininity than me. My kind of femininity is very different from a lot of other women. Like my kind of femininity has a lot more logic, has a lot more. It's more of a like, all right, put it this way. Let me see if I can give you an example.
Oh, okay. Your femininity has a lot of a lot of logic. Oh, it does. Oh, okay.
Wonder Woman. You can look at Wonder Woman, right? Wonder Woman still looks feminine, right? But she's powerful. She's like a warrior. Like on Black Panther. Black Panther's love interest, right? Remember her? I can't even remember her name in real life. But his love interest, she was very feminine, but she could kick somebody's ass. It's the same thing. Okay? If you look at a lot of the Native American women, back before Thanksgiving was a thing, you had the John Smiths and Pocahontas type Native Americans like Pocahontas. All right. I'm Cherokee Indian. So this is something.
Oh, you're Cherokee Indian. Oh, okay. So you're a non-black person then, Sansa Ray. Yeah, I just heard it again right there for the probably about the seventh time. She's Cherokee Indian. She's not a black woman.
I can relate to Cherokee Indian women, right? Very strong warrior type of women. Beautiful, feminine, but can kick your ass. You understand what
Keep it 100. Say your femininity went down the drain at the swinger parties. Oh shit.
Even Hawaiian women are the same. Hawaiian women. Or look, Asian women. A lot of Asian women, graceful.
Hawaiian women. What is Hawaiian women, Sasha Ray? Remember, I'm the dummy. What are Hawaiian women, Sasha Ray?
Beautiful, graceful, slim, like little dainty, not dainty. Well, yeah, dainty, but very like feminine, right? But when you get to having a conversation with these women are extremely poised. They're elegant. They're very strong-willed women. They can submit, but they know how to take control of a situation easy. It's the same thing with the women from India here. Indian women, oh my God, they are some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Indian women, just and like I said, I live in Northern California, so it's Indian women everywhere. Not Cherokee Indian women, but red dot Indian, like it from India.
Shit, I can't. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my, this bitch is getting goofy, race goofy, everything fucking goofy. Oh bitch, this bitch said there's a lot of Indian women around. They from India. Those are not the same motherfuckers, Sansa Ray. What the fuck are you talking about?
Very beautiful women. The way they dress is beautiful. I mean, they're so conservative. They're so like, man, they're really big on elegance. But they know how to run shit. You hear me? They are business women. They're doctors. They're lawyers. Okay, they're out here executives of companies. They work in tech too. Like when I was in the tech industry, right? And I think a lot of people forget this too. Having a brain, just because I have a brain doesn't mean I'm masculine. Anytime I will work, like I'm in IT, anytime I would go to work, I was always the only female there. And the guys would always make fun of me until I proved to them that I was smart enough to do what they do. So that means I had to be tougher. I had to carry my own weight. I had to intellectually match them or conquer them intellectually in order to get respect from them. That's how nerds, geeks work. And most of the nerds and geeks who are older now and were nerds and geeks when they were younger, they're millionaires and billionaires now. So when I tell people that if you Google millionaires and billionaires,
Oh my god. This bitch thinks the women over in India are the same Indians that's over here in America. You ain't shit, dumbass bitch. I'm still tripping off of that. I really am. Like, motherfucker, those ain't the same motherfuckers. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh shit. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't.
and you see their wives and girlfriends, these women are brilliant. These women aren't basicas who are broke, who didn't get their education. Nerds and geeks usually make women prove themselves. At least that's from my experience. Because I've seen some other women, like when I posted on Instagram about this very thing where it was like men should care about men don't care about women's career, education, finances, and stuff. When I posted this, another chick who's a millionaire came into the comment section. Her name is Tashana, right? She makes 7 figures. All right. And I was talking about her in my book. So she comes into my comment section and she's talking about from her experience as well. Men have behaved as if they did not care about her money and her finances, right? And her being, making 7 figures and having her own big business. She has a business, an ice cream business called Mixins, and I think she has 3 locations now. If I'm not mistaken, I think she has 3 locations, and she worked hard to get these shits, okay? Like, listen, having one storefront is hard, but to turn the storefront into a quote unquote franchise is a whole nother thing. All right. And this is what Tashana does. And in her
Okay, what franchise did the motherfucking rat have? Or they got? None.
experience, she's like, men act like they don't even care. And my thing is, as a woman, you need to choose a better grade of man if the men that you're talking to don't care. Because from my experience, all of the millionaires, geeks, billionaires, nerds, they make women like prove you intellectual, prove you can handle this. Because what I'm doing with my life, like I take my life serious as a man.
Hold on. You take your life serious as a man? I thought you was a woman. Oh, okay.
So I just, to me, I feel like it might just be a lot of black men, because that's another thing being an IT. Even when I was in IT in Atlanta, I would be like the only black person. The last job I worked at in Atlanta, all of my coworkers, a lot of them were, let's say about 60% of them were mechanical engineers. Okay. And out of those mechanical engineers, out of all of the mechanical engineers that worked at that company, I think only 2 of them were black.
Okay, if 2 of them were only black, Sansa Ray, that means you was in IT proving yourself to some white men more than anything. So why does a black woman? Oh, my fault. I fucked up. I'm the dummy. Why does an Indian woman has to prove herself to white men? Sansa Ray, can you answer that?
And they were older. They weren't even in my age group. And the rest of them were from India, Russia, Germany. Like they were from.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh man! Hold on. Hold on. We finna answer that right now because I'm glad you mentioned it. Because now that you mentioned it, I thought about it. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I thought they work on planes and big ass semis and shit. And lo and behold, Lotus is right. Mechanical engineering is an engineering branch that combines engineering, physics, and mathematics principles with material science to design, analyze, manufacture, and maintain mechanical systems. It is one of the oldest and broadest of the engineering branches. And when you look at it, just as I thought, let me pull up the engineer. Let me pull up the. This is what mechanical engineers do right here. They work on gears. They design the gears that's in, what I'm saying, your products in Yeah, this is all what they do. Right here. Exactly. So what IT firm was you working at, Santeray, that was dealing with products? I thought you were in IT where they dealt with software. Right. Exactly. Because it sounds good. I told you. I told you because it all sounds good. Just like the rest of these motherfuckers on her. They say shit to sound good. Then when you start doing research, like, hold up, this shit don't even fucking add up. All right.
They were foreigners. So maybe the issue here is that non-black men care because their wives, like a lot of the mechanical engineers, their wives also were brilliant. So maybe the problem with the black men is that they don't look at black women's success and intellect the same way that non-black men do. Maybe that's the case. Maybe I'm on to something. You know? Anyway, so who was I talking about? Oh, the femininity doctor. I told you about the femininity doctor. I told you about Michaela Pink, and I told you about April Mason. April Mason just started femininity school, and I think it's in Atlanta. But I listed my problem with that. My problem is that that same version of femininity is going to be taught. And I'm sorry, it's not one version of femininity. And it's not one version of femininity that's going to get women married. It isn't. Getting women married usually has nothing to do with who they are. I've noticed with men that men get married when they're ready to, and whoever is in close proximity to them when they make that choice. It's like musical chairs. Definitely like musical chairs. When that music stopped, whoever just was lucky enough to sit in the chair is the one.
It sounds like she got a bad connection, y'all, at that point.
That's my
Okay, there.
that's my take on it. That's what I believe. Because I mean, it's women out there and they're waiting and waiting 3 years, waiting 4 years, waiting 6 years to get a ring, trying to change who they are, lose weight, whatever. Just trying to get men to do whatever. I want to be more feminine. I want to do blah blah blah. I want to be more submissive. I want to girl. And don't even get me started on a lot of the women that have listened to Kevin Samuels and lowered their standards.
Oh, they listen to Kevin Samuel and lower their standards. Nah, it seems like a lot of women listen to Kevin Samuels to get a better idea of what a man is thinking. Or they listen to Kevin Samuels, you know what I'm saying, and got some good pointers, you know what I'm saying, to help them look for a mate in their same category. Because he asked them, why have you men, Sansa, since you don't listen to Kevin Samuels? And they tell their reasons why. Some have some good reasons. Some of them they're just thinking some shit. They come off a goddamn unicorn like you do.
Lowering your standards as a woman is going to keep you single or have you ended up marrying a dusty that you shouldn't have married to begin with, somebody that you settle for. And after being with them for a couple of years, you're going to regret it. Don't settle for a man simply so that you can say that you're not single because you don't want other men to make fun of you for you being single. Because
no, men don't make motherfucking fun of women for being fucking single. What the fuck are you talking about? This shit don't even fucking make sense. Men don't make fun of women because they single. No, what motherfuckers talk about your monkey ass because you single. For all different types of fucking reasons, bitch. Because they know you ain't shit. That's why. You get made a fun of for being single. We seen what you tried to do to the motherfucking trap man, and you still single. That's why we make fun of your ass.
Usually them the only people that's making fun of you for being single, or the women who were so pressed to be married, like the basicas who are broke, who rely on their husbands for room and board. Those women are also the women who use their marriage and having children in wedlock as a tool to humiliate women who are single, or who are women who have children out of wedlock and are single mothers.
What? This bitch, that shit was so twisted to the point where it's like, hold the fuck up. Let me gather this. So she's saying, oh, let me rewind this bullshit.
Any woman who are brother
Hold on.
men to make fun of you for you being single, because usually them the only people that's making fun of you for being single, or the women who were so pressed to be married, like the basicas.
So women was pressed to be married, the basicas. Okay, let's go on.
Broke, who rely on their husbands for room and board.
So the basicas relied on their husbands for room and board. Okay.
Those women are also the women who use their marriage and having children in wedlock as a tool to humiliate women who are single.
Oh, okay. So those women use that against women who are single to humiliate them. That's what you're saying?
Or who are women who have children out of wedlock and are single mothers.
So they make so women that basically women who are married, they make fun of women who are single and they single mothers. I don't know no woman that has ever done that. I see more women inspire women who were single to, get a mate or try to introduce them to different guys more than anything. Even behind their backs, I ain't never, heard no woman, oh, yeah, that bitch single, I'm married. I ain't never heard that from a woman. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Woman who is a real woman, who's a real classy woman, is not going to use her specific status as a way to humiliate any type of woman, wherever she stands. Alyssa, it's about choices. Let me say something to you. Let me see how you feel about this, if you're still listening. Yesterday, I was on Facebook, and this guy says to me, just because a woman has a degree doesn't mean she's smart. Because plenty of women with degrees.
Exactly. Just because a woman has a degree doesn't mean she's smart. Very true. Going off your narrative, you're a prime example, bitch. You claim you got your degrees and all this shit, and bitch, you're still not smart. You're still dumb as the motherfucking box of motherfucking rocks, bitch. I want to say you probably the dumbest bitch I ever ran into in my goddamn life. Matter of fact, you are the dumbest bitch I ever seen in my goddamn life. Because I don't know no bitch that plays with a goddamn. Hold on, man. I don't know now one bitch that plays with a goddamn pregnancy app to get pregnant, knowing goddamn well she ain't got no job, a house to stay at, staying in somebody else's house, and relying on the goddamn man, or relying on a man who makes $12 an hour. I don't know bitches that intentionally do that. I never met a bitch that intentionally done that. I might have heard of some similar situations, but never seen the stint I seen with your ass. I would have to admit.
These are idiots. How do you feel about that with you having your master's degree? Because to me, no person who can have the discipline to get a master's degree could be an idiot. Not even a little bit. And I feel like as a man, he said this to try to make a woman who does have a degree more attainable to him, or maybe to still try to dim a woman's light a little bit if she does. Like I see the society has this obsession with humbling women. Like if we feel confident in ourselves, they have to throw something in there to make us not feel that way.
Hold the fuck up. What do they throw in there to, you know what I'm saying, try to humble women? What are you talking about? The shit that you're saying, it seems like that shit isn't happening. Unless it's some YouTube or some other internet bullshit. That shit doesn't happen in real life.
Why would a woman deal with a so-called dusty? That's basically, because men are saying to women, your success, your money, your education, your confidence, whatever you are proud of is irrelevant to me because I have those same accomplishments. And if you take pride in your accomplishments the same way I take pride in my accomplishments, you are going to be single forever with cats. This is what men are telling these women. And then the femininity coach.
Men ain't telling no motherfucking bitches no shit like that, bitch. Get the fuck up out of here. The fuck you mean? Men ain't right. Men ain't telling no motherfucking no women no shit like this. Oh my God.
Are saying, yep, that's right. Instead of encouraging women to choose better than a dusty.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, priests try to encourage you to wash your own ass. So what that says about you? Dust that?
Because only a dusty would think that way. Only a dusty would be like, your accomplishments mean nothing, but mine are paramount. And as long as I have all of the accomplishments, money, career, and success, that's all you need to worry about. That's a dusty thought process to me. Just to me. Just to me. I think there are educated fools, be it a man or a woman. He might have issues with women being educated. I think education and fool don't go in the same sentence. I think a lot of times people who are educated, like if they have degrees, that has to do with their job. You know what I mean? Like their intellect as far as their job and what they went to college for. They might be airheaded in other areas. Just like, you know how a lot of men say that women are business owners and they can be smart with their business, but they don't know how to be in a relationship. It's the same thing with men. When I said earlier in the live stream, I said, men are always talking about how they're high value men. Of course, they know how to provide and be financially there for a woman, but they don't know how to be a husband or a boyfriend. They suck at connecting with a woman emotionally. Yeah. It's the same thing with women. Like you got women who are like that. You got women there are women out there who are like that, but it has nothing to do with femininity. It doesn't mean that every woman who has a business or has her education doesn't know how to be in a relationship. You know?
No, that's not fucking true. See, like I said, she thinks reality, this shit is on the internet is reality. Just because you see this chick go on vacations with her girlfriends, buying all these bags, private jets, all that shit. And she never see these chicks post their man. Some of them chicks have boyfriends, Sasha Ray. Not all of them are single, Sasha Ray. Some of them chicks are married, Sasha Ray. Not all of them display that they are married, Sasha Ray. It's like, wow, this bitch believes in everything she sees on this shit. 40 fucking years old and still can't snap into motherfucking reality.
LeChat, you mentioned not having or valuing luxury items. Just curious, how do you define opulence? What does that mean to you? Opulence to me Now I can teach people opulence. I can teach people how to go out there and get the luxury things, the luxury lifestyle.
You could teach people how to get the luxury lifestyle. Yet we never seen this bitch in the motherfucking bands. Yet we never seen this bitch in first class. Yet we haven't yet to see this bitch on a private jet. We yet to do motherfucking see your ass on a fucking boat, bitch. So how the fuck can you teach people how to go out and get these luxury things and the luxury experiences when you haven't done them yourself? Make that make sense. How can this bitch teach somebody or show somebody how to do these things and she don't do them herself?
That society or that media shows you. That's easy. Cause you can get money and go.
Oh, okay. If it's easy, then bitch, show it. If it's easy, show it.
There and buy Tom Ford shades. I'm wearing Tom Ford shades in my last video. That's easy. Going out there to get a Lexus, BMW.
Hold on. Did this bitch say she had on some Tom Ford shades? Let me rewind this shit.
Benz, and buy Tom Ford shades. I'm wearing Tom, and media shows you. That's easy. Cause you can get money and go out there and buy Tom Ford shades. I'm wearing Tom Ford shades in my last video.
Oh, she's wearing Tom Ford shades in her last video. Wow, Sasha Ray. Wow, you're wearing Tom Ford shades? For some odd reason, I don't believe those are Tom Ford, Sasha Ray. If she's the one she's talking about that I think I seen, no. They look nice, but those are not Tom Ford. If they are Tom Ford, bitch, prove me wrong. Oh my God. I can't imagine you, bitch, going out and on an average Tom Ford shades, we talking about $250 start. Buying a pair of $200 50 motherfucking dollar shades, but sporting some motherfucking $10 purses. No. Most of the chicks, they're the opposite. They buy $10 shades and they go out and sport, $250 to $500 purses. Make that make sense, Sasha Ray. I'm talking about my reality or what I see. Right, I am. Exactly. Time for shades, but wearing Payless shoes. Exactly. If anything, you know what I'm saying, for all the chicks, they got shoe fetish. They're going to buy them. If they buy cheap shoes, don't get me wrong, some of them going to have some nice Spencer pair as well. They might not have as many Spencer pair as they got, the cheap pair. But they got them, about a couple of lines, the top brand ones. But this bitch telling us she buying some goddamn Tom Ford shades, but she's sitting up her sporting $10 purses from the goddamn Chinese shop. No, I don't believe that.
That's easy. Going out there to get a Lexus, BMW, Benz, Range Rover, all that stuff easy. Buying a luxury house.
Oh, that's easy? Well, bitch, why didn't you explain that in your goddamn book? Bitch, why we don't see you in it?
All that stuff is easy once you find out how to make money. The problem with that.
Right, Time for shade, Scooby-Doo t-shirts, and Walmart $50. Exactly. It don't add up. It don't add up.
Is that number one? You may not be able to keep up with that luxury lifestyle because it's expensive. And just because you have money doesn't mean that money is going to continuously flow until you secure that. Like you have to make your money work for you. That's why when I tell people, when you make a certain amount of money, that doesn't mean if you make more, go spend it on luxury. You have to find a way to turn that money into your employee first.
You have to find a way to turn that money into an employee first. Oh, okay. So basically, Sansere, what you're saying is that you need to turn that money into where you could be able to afford an employee to work for you. So the average employee to work for you, you got to be talking about 50K plus. If you're talking about part-time, maybe as low as 15K plus a year. Maybe. It depends on what they're doing. So I can't imagine you sitting here paying somebody for one. You can't even pay a motherfucker back $70 goddamn dollars for a goddamn deposit. So how the fuck you gonna pay an employee?
Because if you use your assets, right? Let's say you go buy an asset. An asset is something that creates more money for you. A liability doesn't create money for you.
Exactly, I am. Time for shades, but have Bath and Body Works free lotions and sanitizers. Exactly. This bitch yet to display one top of the line perfume. One.
So me, when I say opulence, it means I can go buy something only if it makes me some money, only if it creates me enough money to be able to go buy more money to get more employees, or it gives me a specific type of luxurious experience, like the experience I had yesterday. The experience I had yesterday was at the San Francisco Yacht Club, being able to just sit there on water in a boat.
And bitch, where's the fucking picture with you in the motherfucking boat, bitch? We ain't seen that. Did anybody see the goddamn picture with the goddamn boat? With her on the goddamn boat? We have yet to see that. Somebody show me the picture with her on the fucking boat, or a video, small clip with her on a fucking yacht. Did anybody see this picture or video? Anybody in the chat see this? What the fuck? I saw this fat bitch is on a goddamn trail. That's what the fuck I saw her doing. On a hiking trail. That's it. With the goddamn lake in the goddamn back. So, no, you seen this bitch on the boat. I haven't seen this bitch on the boat. Somebody seen this shit, email me that shit. Because it costs to be on the motherfucking boats. We talking about at least 100 on a low. Oh, yeah, I seen that. She said she was on the yacht. That's what she just said. I seen her on the motherfucking hiking trail. I just said, you know what I'm saying? I commented about that, talking about the bitch trying to lose motherfucking weight. Somebody said, was it a canoe? No, this bitch said she was on a yacht.
Doing whatever. Spending time with my...
Oh, doing whatever. What the fuck you mean doing whatever, bitch? You on a yacht? Shit, you supposed to be living your motherfucking best life, popping bottles like a motherfucker. The fuck you mean? Doing whatever. You in the motherfucking wine country, bitch. You should have been motherfucking popping a good bottle of goddamn wine.
Kids, that's opulence. Being able to leave the country, live anywhere in the world. I could live anywhere in the world.
You can? You can live anywhere in the world? Well, bitch, let's see it. Let's see this shit, Sansere. Cam up and start showing this shit, Sansere.
Opulence. And the only way you can get that kind of level of opulence is if you have your mindset straight. I was talking to a woman yesterday, right? I still drive Uber. I don't care how much money I make. I don't care how much money I make. I'm still gonna be doing stuff. I'm never gonna have idle time, right? If I'm sitting down for 45 minutes to an hour, it's because I'm doing something luxurious with my time. It's never because I don't have anything to do. Or if I have the energy to make some more money, I'm gonna go out and make some money. Even if it's the smallest thing, even if it's raking some leaves, cleaning out a bathroom, it doesn't matter. Because I'm a humble person. Like I don't feel like you have to do a certain thing to get a certain amount of money. So yesterday I was driving Uber, and me and this woman who
So hold the fuck up, bitch. Yesterday you were driving Uber, but I thought yesterday you was living in owning opulence on the yacht life. I don't know nobody when they, you know what I'm saying, go to the yacht or deal or whatever the fuck to the county fair. Here it is. They running the drive Uber after that. Oh, okay.
lived in a $3 million property near the water over there by Crissy Field. You would have to know what San Francisco is, but over there by the Golden Gate Bridge, it's a whole bunch of properties over there, and then properties are expensive. So she lives in this property, and we were sitting down and we were talking about what made us come to San Francisco. She was originally from the East Coast. I'm originally from Washington, D.C., but I lived in Atlanta for 17 years. And me and her was talking about what made us come here. And I said, I came here with absolutely nothing. She was like, I came here with absolutely nothing. She was like, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know anybody here. I just knew I didn't want to live in Tennessee anymore. So I came to San Francisco because it's just, I was looking for a better place, but I didn't know anyone. I didn't have any money. I didn't have a job. I said, me either. I came here with a pregnant belly, a suitcase, a purse, and damn $10,000 that I raised.
Yeah, in a fucked up ass wig, bitch.
In crowdfunding. Okay, that's all I had when I first moved here. But the mindset we had is what creates the opulence. The mindset that you can do, be, or have whatever you want to, you just have to not be scared. Because the fear that you can't afford San Francisco will stop you from living here. If you live in a podunk town in Alabama and you think you can't afford San Francisco, you're scared of what's going to happen to you when you get here because you don't have any money, you're never going to be able to become who you want to become, live in any type of luxury or have any type of opulence whatsoever. The mindset that I have is
Oh, see, I gotta read this Deli Child. Sasha Ray reminds me of a friend I have. I know she's on hard time, so I pay her to clean my house. She complained the whole time and did a horrible job, but swear she's a master cleaner. Yeah, that would be Sansa Ray. That would be Sansa Ray. You pay Sansa Ray ass do your website. She come back with some kitty shit. You're like, God damn, I could do this shit my damn self. And she'll sit there arguing up and down with you, talking about how much clientele she got, how much money she getting, and she gave you a discount and all that. Yeah, that's Sansa Ray.
what creates the luxury for me. That's the luxurious part about me. I am going to do whatever I need to do in order to get whatever it is that I want and to be whoever it is that I want to be. And nobody is going to stop me from that. No matter how hard they try, no matter how they try to talk me out of it, I am going to be who I want to be and live the lifestyle I want to have because I can create it. Can't no one else create it for me. I'm the only person that sees the version of who I want to be in my mind. No one else can see that but me. And your version of wealth, luxury, and opulence, I can't see that. We can look out into the world and we see how people claim they want to live. Like, yeah, you see that nice luxury house that got the Maybach in front of it. That's how you want to live, right? But you only see the surface. You can't see what it's really like to live in a house that expensive or to have a Maybach because you've never been in a Maybach. So you don't know the fees that come with it, how much the down payment is. Like when I first moved to California, I said the shit that bothers me about living in California is homeowners fees, the damn landscaper, the water bill because I have to have the sprinklers on. I have to think about the damn solar panels because solar panels is what works here because your electricity bill will be ridiculous because you will consistently have on the air conditioning because it's hot. You're on top of a mountain, but it's not cold on top of the mountain. It's hot and you're closer to the sun. The little details of
What the fuck that got to do with living and owning opulence? What the fuck that the mountains got to do with living and owning opulence, people?
what it's like to live in luxury, a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah, it is, Donnell. I have to agree with you. This is fucking pathetic. Very.
Because all you see it from is the other end. And you thinking luxury is something that it isn't. To me, luxury is comfortability. It's me being comfortable with wherever I am. Even if, like, somebody said to me, how
Somebody said, see these water for sprinklers without the shower.
could you live in San Francisco? With that same amount of money, you could come to Atlanta and live in a big ass mansion. And I said, if you've been living in a place where there are bombs going off, crime is everywhere, every time you step out the house, and the only time you have peace is when you step inside of your home, that's not luxury, regardless to whether you living in a mansion or not, because your environment is still a problem. Yeah, when you go home and you lay down and you chill, you safe. But the second you step off of your property or into the driveway or some shit, life is ridiculous. That's how it was in Atlanta to me. It was like, I'm only peaceful in the house. I should be able to leave the house and have that same level of peace. My neighbors, the people I go to the grocery store and see, the products that I buy, the stuff that I eat, the experiences. Life is experience. I can't experience life if I'm sitting in the house. That's not life.
Right. You're right. That's not life, bitch. Get the fuck out. That easy.
Sitting safe in the house, trying to stay away from a whole bunch of bullshit is not life. So I want a specific type of lifestyle, and I can't have that lifestyle in Atlanta because the way that people live in Atlanta.
What the fuck do the way people got to live in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, makes your lifestyle fucked up? I go down to Atlanta quite often. I have me a nice, good motherfucking time. What the fuck you talking about, bitch?
Is not the level of luxury that I enjoy. I have a bigger picture in my mind of what luxury is. Having a mansion is not luxury to me. That's not the only thing that comes with luxury. To me, what comes with luxury is stuff like, if y'all seen the picture I posted of me and my son, we went to the 626 market. I got on Instagram. I said, has anybody been to the 626 market before?
No, you got on motherfucking Instagram talking about, oh, Justice is going places. He's a world traveler. That's the fuck you said, bitch.
People like, what's the 626 market? They don't even know what it is.
Of course they don't know what it is because it was a short event fair. That's why.
That's an experience that I feel like a lot of people should have. And the 626 market is basically when a whole bunch of chefs, food trucks, people from Los Angeles, chefs from Los Angeles come to Northern California to cook for people. And it's at night. All right.
Okay. Sound like the Taste of Chicago. Where all my Chicago people at? All my Chicago people know about the Taste of Chicago. One of the best fests in the goddamn country. I'm pretty sure other cities probably got their taste of wherever you live at. But Taste of Chicago is the best one.
And they sell like big plates of lobster and seafood and all types of Asian dishes.
Really? Wow, Sansaray. That sound like I can go to Mr. Childs and get that. I can go to Papa Do's and get that, Sansaray.
And it's like I took my son just so he could see.
Oh, that was a free event. Keep it 100. That was I don't know if it was free or if you had to pay. I thought you would probably have to pay for the goddamn food. You know, they probably gave out samples or something. So the whole thing was a free event.
All of these different food trucks and chefs cooking these exquisite ass meals. And it also had vendors, crafts and stuff, people, concerts and stuff. So it's like a 3-day event that they have here in Northern California and in Southern California. They also have it in Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, damn, did this bitch make it down to LA finally? When I seen that picture, y'all heard me when I said that. But then I looked it up and then it's like, oh, okay, they went up there to northern part of California. But this bitch is over here posting, oh, Justy is a world traveler. And just like I said, bitch, you just took him down to the goddamn city, goddamn market, bitch. That's not a world traveler. A world traveler, you have to leave out the 50 continental United States to be a world traveler, Sansaray.
But to be able to have the time and the energy to take my son to a festival is luxury to me. Becoming an entrepreneur gave me the time to spend with my son. And a lot of people think luxury is buying a Louis Vuitton bag or being able to.
No, they're just a luxury item, Sansaray. It's not like most of those people are Louis Vuitton, what they call connoisseurs. Some of them are, but for the most part, most of them are not. Now, if they are Louis Vuitton connoisseurs, then they're most likely, they live a luxury lifestyle.
I don't know, y'all list of luxuries, but to me, that's not luxury.
Somebody said that bitch could buy nothing but an egg roll. How much the egg roll? 505, man. Oh my God, that's a high egg roll, says the wealthy woman.
And I said that in my book. I was like, you can spend money on luxury all you want to, but when you spend money on those type of luxuries where it's just about you wasting money on clothes and shoes and jewelry and stuff like that, you really miss out on what money can really truly do for you. Go buy some land. Buy some land. When you get your hands on some money, please buy some land. When you get your hands on some money, please go buy a multifamily unit. And then once you have multifamily unit money in your pocket, then go buy a single family home. And you can live in your single family home.
Sansaray, that's hustling backwards. You probably want to start with single family home, Sansaray. That's just hustling backwards. The reason why I say that because you buy a multi-family unit, you're buying more than one unit. Some people, I'm saying, have to, learn how to be able to upkeep one unit first before they can do multiple. That's why I'm saying that. But I'm the dummy, Sansaray.
Free because of the money that you're making off of your multifamily units. Luxury is being able to live in your home for free because other people basically paying their rent and you've made that money your employee. That's it. That's luxury to me. People think luxury is something other than that. Luxury is me being able to get on a boat and just chill and drink whatever.
Drink whatever. Oh, okay. You can't name one fucking bottle, Sansaray? God damn.
Luxury is that I can turn on my faucet water and it tastes like spring water and it's actually clean. I did the filter test on my water.
Nelly Child. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you imagine going on a date with the rat? You got to listen to her talk about how she's a financial guru and best-selling author. That shit will probably be hilarious when he go back and tell his homeboys, hey man, can you believe this motherfucking bitch told me she was the number one selling author? I Googled this bitch and all this other shit coming up. Then this bitch said she was a financial guru, dog. Bruh, I swear for God, you know what I'm saying? This bitch pulled out a Cash App card. You should win the credit card, bruh. On my mama, it was a Cash App card.
Out the faucet. Just it's clean. Just that's luxury. And people don't think that that's luxury. They think in some like you would think it was luxury if you lived in Flint, Michigan. You would think it was luxury if you lived in Atlanta, because sometimes I would turn on that faucet water and it would be muddy. Think about that. And people are like, what about the earthquakes?
Oh, my Atlanta people, y'all water down there is coming out muddy. Oh, sound like this bitch was staying in a mobile home or something and didn't pay the bill. Just saying.
I'm like, man, listen. I feel an earthquake, and it's so normal now to feel it that it's not even a part of. It's not like how you see it on TV at all. It's not that. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. Please feel.
All right. Shout out to everybody came fuck with me on this last video. If y'all didn't catch the reading of the Owning Bumness book, feel free to hit that link and listen to it. It's very hilarious. Just like this shit right here, it was very hilarious and a good learning experience today. Once again, contest giveaway 5005. Submit your best new show name series or names, you know. So with that being said, let me see. Oh, shout out to my shadow watchers, my playback watchers as well. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't hit dislike, feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up, donate to my spiritual fund as well. You got any questions or suggestions, feel free to reach out to me at the email strolling down below. Until then, everybody stay up.